Eyes in the sky, gazing far.
And a privilege to have you here with us on this Thursday night. From wherever you're watching us around the globe, if you have not been to Rio, we certainly recommend a trip to Rio. Come to Rio, visit the Maracanã, stop by the iconic. Produce something on that right-hand side. Good piece of defending there from Lucas Piton, winning it back. This is Andrés Gomes, the 25-year-old Colombian. He's able to blast his way forward. Look at the run, accelerating. Andrés Gomes, the layoff, almost an own goal. Gustavo Gomes getting his body in the way just in the nick of time. David was the target there, and that is enough to get ᴘᴅᴛɪᴅᴏ going. Listen to this place, the mistake there from Andreas Pereira João. ᴘᴅᴇ. He's got support on that line. ᴘᴅᴇ once again. Almost 4 minutes, an exciting start. Right-hand side, João Arias used to playing in Rio from his Fluminense days. A little nutmeg there. Lopes, the run there from ᴘᴅᴛ. He was the target on that through ball. Look at how agile and speedy Andrés Gomes is. Ball into traffic. It's headed away by Gustavo Gomes. Back, Paulo Henrique was called up to the national side and scored for the Brazilian national team in that 3-2 loss to Japan. Andrés Gomes cuts it back. Gustavo Gomes in the way for him. The clock is ticking for the Santos Star. Andrés Gomes pulls the trigger on target. Carlos Miguel was there to make the save.
Yeah,
Possession, Flaco Lopes accelerating on his left foot. He's dispossessed. And then there's a foul on the ensuing play. He was dispossessed by the very active ᴘᴅᴛ. Hugo Moura. Here's Gomes. And now Andrés Gomes pressured, dispossessed with his teammates. Now Gomes on the right wing. On his left foot. Perhaps a little too. Vasco trying to keep the ball in their offensive half. Chops this ball towards the left wing. João Arias was there. Here's Andrés Gomes. Cuts inside, but the play was read well by Kelvin. João Arias wins it back, but
zone there, we can see that they crowded so much. The middle Palmeiras are having a lot of trouble trying to penetrate that, and without Mauricio, right, who's usually the brains there in the middle, they are having a hard time in a brawl like that since the 90s or early 2000s. I don't recall a recent event.
This is ᴘᴇ. ᴘᴇ, who won 2 Brasileirão titles with Palmeiras in 2016, 2018. Mendes drives it into traffic. David was the target. Andrés Gomes tracked by the other number 11 on the field, João Arias. Still 0-0 on the clock. Andrés Gomes running at Palmeiras. Slices his way inside. He goes down, and that is a clear foul. The contact coming in from Gustavo Gomes and Vasco.
São Paulo Chapecoense just started, Anthony, and the winner between those two games, São Paulo or Palmeiras, will be the Brasileirão leaders. They even use their social clubs, right? When
displaying his skill. Here come Vasco now. Andrés Gomes charging forward. Look at the speed on this Colombian. Pulls the trigger, blocked. ᴘᴇ picks up the rebound. He's got the support from Paulo Henrique. Here's Gomes. Beats Bruno Fuchs. Goal line. Cuts it back. David was the target in the second half for Vasco. Marlon Freitas through ball for Flaco Lopes on that right-hand side. Cuts inside. Left foot! Goal! This is what ᴘᴇ is going to lift this ball towards that left wing. Kelvin with the header. The Vascaínos not. Here's Andres Gomes on that left wing. He's got two markers on top of him. Tries to find an angle. Good pass inside. Here's the through ball. Andres Gomes was the target. He was able to turn, able to take the shot, but didn't play out as the Colombian intended. Let's have a look at the replay. Andres Gomes works inside, left foot on the ball, swings it all the way the other way. Gomes heads it back towards ᴘᴑɪᴅᴏ.
First half, a start of second period with a lot more intensity from Vasco.
Andres Gomes dispossessed, no foul on the play. Kelvin correcting his mistake. Here's Thiago Mendes. Kelvin gets a touch. Taken short. ᴘᴑɪᴅᴏ drives it back. Andres Gomes on his right foot pulls the trigger. Oof. You do not want to be Kelvin in this situation. Took that ball straight to the face. Ouch.
Yeah. I mean, if you say so.
I think so. I'm pretty
relying
sure.
on you.
Sideline throw taken quick. Here's Gomes. Left-hand side, dances right foot, pulls the trigger. Looking for an angle. Thiago Mendes. David back towards Thiago Mendes. The give and go isn't very good, was it? Or rather, Andres Gomes. Good through ball for Andres Gomes. Is he going to connect with David? Yes, he is. Left-hand side, cuts it back. Gomes was the target, but Moreira picks up the rebound. Andres Gomes drives it in. Calma, não forço. Here is ᴘᴑɪᴅᴏ accelerating. Andres Gomes, as usual, on the left wing. Racing towards the goal line. Beats a couple of Palmeirenses. Cuts it back. Here is ᴘᴑ. Left foot, ᴘᴑ! He drives it wide. And that just might have been the best chance for Vasco thus far in the second half. Certainly one of the better chances in the game. Chased by Felipe Anderson. He's got the support from Gomes. Dances in front of his man. Dispossessed. Here is Andres Gomes on his left foot. The build-up was looking good. Splitting these two teams. It was scored by Flaco Lopes. Here is Thiago Mendes. David. Thiago Mendes. It's good. Thiago Mendes! Goal! Here's Andres Gomes. Drives it in. Lopes tries to squeeze his way through. Cannot do so. He is dispossessed. Here's the goal scorer, Thiago Mendes. Andres Gomes, the control, the turn, the speed on this Colombian is something impressive. Beats Kelvin, accelerates on that left-hand side, drives it in. ᴘᴑ picks up the deflection, right-hand side, left foot, slices his way in. Rojas towards Andres Gomes, the danger man for Vasco. Robert Tirena. Long ball. Andres Gomes accelerates against GI. Punches his way through. What a run. Here's Gomes. The layoff. Andres Gomes, cheeky touch. ᴘᴑɪᴅᴏ. The buildup is nice. ᴘᴑɪᴅᴏ working his way in. Here is Paulo Henrique. Cuts it back. ᴘᴑɪᴅᴏ. Goal!
Palmeiras failed to try to attack more and create dangerous opportunities.
ᴘᴑɪᴅᴏ on this left-hand side. You saw the footwork there from Johan Rojas. He is skillful. This guy is skillful too. Andres Gomes surrounded by three players. And there's a foul in Vasco's favor. 7 minutes. We're going to get the full-time whistle. Here's the late equalizer, almost. Allen was drives it into traffic. Venomous ball, back post. Gustavo Gomes was there. It's going to be picked up by Andres Gomes. on it. And Savio Pereira Sampaio.